What's going on, everybody? It is May the 4th. It is a Monday. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. So we got some Marvel news. We're going to talk about the movies and the comics because I've got some interesting stuff to go over with you guys on both. But I want to start here on New Mutants because New Mutants has had an interesting history. So this movie was being worked on before Disney absorbed Fox. I think it was almost done, actually, or it was done. I can't quite remember. But the point is, they just don't seem to know what they want to do with this film because, well, this is actually the last of the Fox X-Men movies. So after this movie's done, that's it. This was kind of like their little spin-off film. And, you know, I think they were supposed to keep going, but obviously that's not going to happen now. Dark Phoenix, they just kind of put that out there to put it out there because it was done. And then everyone wondered what was going to happen to New Mutants. Everybody said it was going to go digital, and they stuck by their word. It's going to go to theaters. That's not going to happen. Marvel's New Mutants is available for pre-order. The New Mutants, which did not receive a new theatrical release date after its delay, is now available for pre-order. So the New Mutants is now available for pre-order on Amazon. To those who want to lock in their copy of the film can purchase it in HD or SD for $25.99. As of this writing, the film is not available for pre-order on other sites, including Apple TV, iTunes, Vudu, Fandango, and Google Play. The New Mutants was one of many films that was delayed due to everything going on right now. However, while other Disney and Fox films landed new release dates, The New Mutants never received a theatrical premiere date. The posting on Amazon indicates that the film may skip theaters entirely in favor of a VOD release, video on demand. I guarantee you it does. And it's only on Amazon right now, but it'll be on all the other sites soon enough. Give it some time. I think they've just decided to throw it out there. This movie's not going to theaters. In fact, I mean, this isn't the only film not to do this. Trolls World Tour only went to streaming platforms. It skipped theaters. Other films are doing that. They have a list of them right here, like Scoob and some other ones. So this is actually causing a really big problem in the movie industry because you've got a lot of movie theaters now boycotting Universal, and if other companies are going to do this, they might just start boycotting a lot of studios altogether. Because it turns out you can make a lot of money by just releasing the films digitally. I did a video on this like last week. AMC declares war on the movie industry because they lost money on Trolls. You know, I think a lot of movies are going to go to streaming this year. I think you're going to see just about everybody do home release and theaters at the same time. Trolls made a lot of money. Trolls ended up making like $100 million in its 3 weeks. That's like $20 million under what they originally did in theaters. But here's the difference. When you put a movie on digital streaming services, the studio gets 80% of the take. At theaters, they only got 50%. So you're going to see a lot of films do this. New Mutants is going to skip it. They're just going to put it out there to make a buck. Disney is taking all kinds of loans and stuff. They're not making much money. They're like, hell, we'll just throw it out and we'll make a couple dollars off of it, whatever. I don't think they care. They're just throwing it to the wind. So this movie is coming. I don't have a release date yet. It's just listed. I bet you'll see it within a month or two. I think they're just going to put it out there. There'll be a couple sites that talk about it. You're not going to see any promotion for it. They're just going to put it out there to see who watches it. I'll watch it and review it when it comes out. I'm curious to see what this movie is because they've been teasing it forever. It's been a mess since it was first announced. So we'll see what happens. The next part of this video is going to talk about comics. So I've done a few videos on the comic book industry, which has been a mess over the past couple of months. You've got a lot of comic book shops closing. They're in a lot of trouble. Comics aren't doing very good. They're not. The industry is shaky. Maybe things can change if everything gets back to normal. We'll see what happens. But there's a couple of things here. So Marvel to resume new comics on May 27th, announced schedule through July 8th. I noticed some interesting things here that I wanted to go over that I found quite humorous. Quite humorous. It's not just Marvel. DC, Image, Boom, they're all releasing their stuff. But, you know, they put pencils down. But they do have some titles ready to go. So I'm looking here, May 27th. You know, we have Amazing Spider-Man 43, Avengers 33, Marauders number 10, Dr. Aphra number 1, and Venom, number 25. And then on June 3rd, we have some trade paperbacks, and that's really it. Not too many like regular books. Then June 10th, we have Black Cat, Daredevil, Deadpool, Excalibur, new Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and New Mutants, number 10. We were just talking about Mutants. And then the following week, it's just a bunch of trade paperbacks again. June 24th, though, they have some comics and some trade paperbacks. July 1st, mostly trade paperbacks. And July 8th, a mixture of comics and trade paperbacks. I'm sorry, I'm just going over the details. My point is, there's not very many comics coming out. And I think that's largely due to the fact that they said pencils down, but they're putting out what's completed, what they have done. I think you're seeing a lot of that come out, stuff that was near complete and so on and so on. There's some actual good comics missing from here. Regular X-Men, Hickman's X-Men book is missing. Some other books in the run, though, are here, like X-Force, New Mutants, obviously, and so on and so on. It's obvious that they're just putting out what they have ready to go. It's going to take them a second to fire back up to full power. But if there's one book that's completely missing from this lineup, okay, all the way to July 8th, and maybe they'll change it and add it in, right? But from what I understand, final order cutoffs for a lot of these, have come and gone. Where's New Warriors? I did a video on this the other day talking about this. New Warriors is done. At least the first issue is over. They've got that ready to go. It's finished. Where is it? It's not in here. It's not on the list. All the way to July 8th. You have to wonder, are they embarrassed about it? I talked about this in a previous video. The variant covers are pretty much all on the old team. And it's a miniseries, 5 issues. So it's already done. And then you'll probably never see any of those characters again. And if you do, they're going to be totally different. They're going to look different, and they'll probably change their names even. I bet that Snowflake and Safe Space name is going to change completely. But I just found this funny. It's almost like they're embarrassed of it, and they don't know what to do with it. I guarantee you that all these books that are coming out have been kind of staggered so that you can have some new books come out at least every other week, till they can get firing back up to full power. But New Warriors had a release date before, everything happened. And then they delayed it because of they didn't want to release digital comics outside of the shops. So they delayed it. That book was done. It had a release date, like I said. Like it was like 2 weeks or something before everything shut down. So I know that first issue's done. They've got Empire number 0 right here. I know Empire number 1's probably done. I just find that interesting. It's almost like they're embarrassed of it. They don't want anybody to see that terrible book. Oh, man. I can't wait for that book to come out. I got to tell you, I'm really excited about it. But who's probably not excited about it? Comic book shops. As you can see here, as of May 1st, another one, popular Forbidden Planet comic book shop struggles with closure. I guess this is a very famous and old comic book shop that a lot of people love. They started a GoFundMe, and they're hoping that they can, raise funds to stay open. I hope they do okay. But, stuff like New Warriors isn't what was going to save the comic book industry. Something has got to change. Something's got to change. Or you're going to see a lot more places close. That's for sure. Anyway, to just touch up, New Warriors delayed again, almost like they're embarrassed of the book. Almost like they're embarrassed. They were probably so proud of it. Can you imagine them all sitting there? Yeah, we're going to get so many pats and likes and retweets, and the shill media is going to write so many great articles on this brave, bold, and stunning announcement. And then everybody hated it. New Mutants coming out on video on demand to pretty much just die. I don't think that they're going to even promote the film. It'd be interesting if they release. I want to see all the digital films release what they make, because I'm curious to how these films do compared to, box office releases. So I hope that they'll at least give us those numbers. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, throw a like up if you would. Share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.